Superintendent comments?
Sure. So I know there's been a lot of conversation and talk about Conejo Schools Foundation and the district. So I've been working with the district attorney on some talking points about the program and trying to clarify some information or misinformation that's out there. So I will be reading a little bit during my comments today, but I want to make sure that I get the talking points correctly. And then I'll share a much more in-depth analysis with the board when I send out my board report this week. Some information we already know, but I will repeat. With respect to the legal status of CSF, Conejo Schools Foundation, it is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. It is independent legal entity from the district. As a general matter, the district has no control over the operations of the CSF. The district's designation of CSF as a booster organization does not destroy its independence from the district, nor does it make the CSF an arm of the district. Again, CSF is an independent 501c3 nonprofit organization. The district has no control over the activities of CSF except as specifically agreed upon by the district's governing board and the CSF's board of directors. District staff that attend CSF monthly meetings, the principal of summer school to coordinate summer school programs, Assistant Deputy Superintendent of Business Services to provide input to CSF on financial and operational impacts to the district regarding CSF programs, donations, contributions, Superintendent to keep CSF board updated on the district, teachers to provide input on classroom and educational programs. With respect to the Get Ahead program, summer school, the CSF organizes and manages this program to allow students to complete classes outside of the regular school year. This allows students to take additional electives or classes during the school year. Students are required to pay fees to participate in the Get Ahead program. The California Constitution and the Educational Code prohibit public schools and public school districts from charging fees for educational activities. Thus, students who participate in the district's remedial program are not charged fees. However, the CSF is not a public school, nor is it a public school district. The CSF does not collect state funding for the Get Ahead program. The CSF does not require a popular elect its governing board, nor is the CSF required to conduct mandated assessment. For these reasons and others, the CSF is not a public school, nor is it part of this public school district. Rather, as stated previously, it is an independent 501c3 nonprofit organization. Consequently, it is not subject to the free school mandate contained in the California Constitution and the Education Code. Separate from the Get Ahead program, the district provides remedial classes over the summer. Because the district may not charge student fees for educational activities, students who participate in the district's remedial program are not charged fees. Over the last few weeks, there has been much discussion regarding Ms. Goldberg's service as the executive director of CSF and the district governing board. Many concerns related to CSF's use of district facilities, and I'd like to clarify some of those facts on the issue. The district's governing board approved the use of district office facilities by the CSF on March 20th, 2018, prior to Cindy Goldberg's election to the governing board. Therefore, she did not have a conflict of interest in that vote. On February 19th, 2019, the board approved a contract between the CSF and the district for the CSF use of district facilities for the purpose of conducting Get Ahead summer school program. Ms. Goldberg's relationship to the CSF was identified prior to the vote. Ms. Goldberg excused herself from the discussion regarding the contract and recused herself from the vote. Therefore, the contract with CSF is valid, and Ms. Goldberg acted appropriately with respect to her conflict of interest. With respect to the vote regarding the 2019-20 facilities use fee schedule, Ms. Goldberg did not have a disqualifying conflict of interest in the vote because the CSF interest in the vote was the same as all other booster organizations. As said earlier, CSF is a WASC accredited as a supplemental program and thereby authorized to provide credit-bearing courses. So with that, hopefully that answers a lot of the questions that have been raised over the course of the last few board meetings and any other questions that may be out there. Also,